It's your boy Rambo. You've of course seen me on FPL FYI. No, that show's not returning, but you need to be watching Chasing Green Arrows because we are doing bits on here. There's so much stuff going on, and this is going to be tasty. Honestly, I looked at Game Week 1 and I thought, I was looking at the team and I thought, 100 points, I've smashed it. You're thinking like you're going to be in the top 1K in the world. Not thinking everybody obviously has Bruno and Salah, but I thought I had a few extra picks in there that maybe would have tilted the balance in my favor. But of course, actually, a lot of people use their triple captain and bench boost, which meant they've used a chip and they've gained probably 10, 15 points on me. I'm quite happy with 100 points. There's something special about seeing 1-0-0 rather than 1-0-1. So I'll take it for now. I went with Ings as captain, which on reflection feels like a bad idea. But I always say about FPL, everything in hindsight looks bad. But if you think at that time what you were thinking, and I was thinking, Ings, first game, new signing, he's going to tear it up. Salah and Bruno could do as well. But if Ings tears it up, my rank's going to shoot up. So that probably is the one thing I got wrong. Everything else, I think I got absolutely right. I would say my Game Week 1 regret in terms of player that I didn't have would probably have to be Pogba. And I know people are going to say, but nobody thought of putting Pogba in. I swear on my life, Pogba is in my draft team because I had a feeling he'd have a really good start to the season. And I wanted to get Pogba in instead of Barnes. And for some reason, I backed Barnes. It would have meant playing someone else instead of Richarlison. But Pogba was this close to getting into my team. If I had pulled that off, it would have been points galore. So Game Week 2 is an interesting one because you never really think in Game Week 1 you're going to get 100 points. And once you've got 100 points, you think you've done everything perfectly. Like I've said, I feel like I've done everything perfectly down to a T. My worry now is changing it too much because the plan was to get Lukaku in. His price point is expensive and it would mean losing one of the stellar players in my team. And would you believe I am partially considering bidding Bruno Fernandes, but probably not. The tactic for this game will be probably captaining Ings again. They played Newcastle, who defensively were a shambles against West Ham. It's his first home game. Villa Park is notoriously known as a loud crowd and fans that will get behind their players. Watford was a bit of a strange game, actually. Watford scored one deflected goal and one worldie. So I think they could have the run on Newcastle. And I feel a lot of people are going Bruno and Salah's captaincy. So I'm trying to ignore that because we've got the whole of the season to think about the two best players as captain. Let's go for the cheeky options here and there. In terms of transfers, if I get Lukaku in, I have to take a -4. He is playing Arsenal, but Arsenal-Chelsea games are never, certainly not in recent history, been 3-0 and 5-3. So I think that's going to be a tight game. So for the time being, I'm very satisfied with my team. The only thing to consider is where that captain's armband is going. And right now it's going on my boy, Danny Ings. A strategy I once had with Man City players was I would trade De Bruyne in for Son every second or third week. I'd literally make that change religiously and just try and predict which one would get more points. It's a dangerous move, but it worked pretty well. I think the only set and forget for Man City, especially at this period in the season, is going to be De Bruyne. So if you have the cash, which you probably don't, you have to go for De Bruyne. I am half considering Bruno out, De Bruyne in. Norwich were poor against Liverpool. City will respond. They always do. And if everybody's got Bruno and you've got De Bruyne and you captain De Bruyne and it works, it might be an absolute masterstroke.